right, officially welcome to today's masterclass, the magical connection of self and spirit. And it's a special one because I had picked the date like months ago, and as spirit does, right? They just reminded me this week, oh, you picked the date for 11/11. I just didn't, I was like, oh, a Tuesday would be great, this and that. And they tend to do that a lot with me. So it's always like a fun little surprise when it reveals itself. So, welcome to today. There's a lot that is moving through in the collective field, as you all know. If you hear the background noise, that is my dog. He has allergies. He gets really activated when I'm in these transmissions. So it always happens that when I'm in these transmissions, he's clearing out his throat chakra. So if you hear that, it's okay. He's okay. He's just doing his own clearing as well. So yes, today's master class, let me back it up. I'll tell you a little bit about myself for those that are new to my world or watching this later. I am Leilani. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm very excited for you to be here and to share in the energy because it's all about a co-creation, right? We share, we give, we receive, we provide, and it's this beautiful co-creative dance that we're more consciously aware of, right? Because that's what we are intending. And so I'm Leilani. I work in the modalities, many modalities, as most of us healers and guides and teachers and facilitators and coaches and XYZ, all the things. I'm not a big fan of labels, so insert what you will. I work in the modalities of the Akashic Records, light language, and I'll talk a little bit about that in a second. Divine healing modality, mediumship, yeah, just all the things. Sometimes I use sound and light codes and symbols in other ways, but this is a transmission. It is a transmission of energy, right? An energy, I'm working with source. That is my intention to go as high as possible. Source is the highest as possible, and source is available within and for all of us. So I go as high as possible to help all of us, myself included, to bring us more into a harmonic, coherent state of being, recalibrating ourselves to feel better, to be better, to see better, to do better, to serve, right? And so today's offering, and for those of you that are new to my world, you can just kind of join my newsletter. You might be automatically inputted if you signed up with your email today. But I offer this once a quarter just because I love to give back. I love these little like, oh, let's just do a little tune up. Let's tune ourselves up, let's connect, let's reconnect with each other. Let's just be in this generous spirit of the divine and play in that energy, right? Because it's available for us at any given time. So I like to do these things as a little gift of my love for you, for us, for the divine. And so yeah, back to ourselves and all our human experience, all our wounding is about how we've been disconnected to self. All our healing is about coming back into reconnection to self. It's coming back to feeling and understanding our light and where it derives from. And so when we connect to self, we automatically connect to spirit. If we have a higher intention to connect with spirit, we're more open to connecting with our true selves, right? It's again this beautiful receptivity of that cyclical, that ever moving, that's in divine flow. So that is the magic. We are the magic. Again, it's this beautiful co-creative state. For those that are like, why is she talking so fast? This is what happens when I channel. So it's okay. We're just moving through the energy. And again, know that we've already begun. Um, Today is also the portal, okay? The portal 1111 is a special portal, as most portals are, but also don't limit yourself to one specific portal. 8/8, 11/11, New Year's, all those things. Anything can be a portal if you allow it to be a portal. Okay, you can simply allow yourself. Yes, there are kind of inflection points that are a little bit highly more amplified energetically. But don't let that stop you. If you want to do something, if you want to shift and move energy, you can do that at any time. You don't have to wait for a specific portal to allow you to move frequency, shift energy, heal. Okay? What we're doing is we're just utilizing and amplifying the energy that is here available for us to move more deeply. But again, if you have intention and desire, you can do that at any time. Okay, so I just want to make that very clear, that portals aren't just these like, these numbers, these magical numbers on our lunar calendar, right? It's more than that. And if it feels resonant to you, other things, maybe those are specific portals to you. Okay, so utilize that frequency, that time at any time. Give yourself that grace, that intention, and don't put yourself in a box in any way, is what I'm trying to say. Don't limit yourself in any way. Don't limit your spirituality. Don't limit the magic. Don't limit your connection to source and the divine in any kind of way. Because in any moment, this moment, in this moment, and this moment, we can choose to be connected or you can choose not to be. Again, it's always conscious choice. And for those of you that have been in my fields before, you know that I've spoken about that and I speak about that a lot because it is our choice, right? There are some days that I have where I'm like, oh, I've just been a lot. No, I don't want to do anything. I just want to like lay down. But then I still feel some of the residual energy. I still feel some oh, myself things, but that's also a choice, right? So using that as an example, use your conscious choice and deep integrity in how you want to move and how you want to be, especially during these like really crazy, chaotic, intense times. We're also in the Mercury retrograde, right? Shadow period really kicked my ass this time, but I feel like I'm just more sensitive to it because more people are awakening to the sensitivity of it for them. And because I hold such space with people, I speak to like, I don't know, like that's a lot of energy in my field, right? So the more just know that also the more you are to say, the more connected you are to people, the more you drive in the world and you're with traffic and all the things, the more you're going to feel that intensity, the more you're going to feel that amplified energy. So it's important to continue to clear, it's important to continue to protect, it's important to continue to utilize your practices so that you feel most sovereign, so that you feel most in choice at any given moment and that you are flexible to make those choices, right? It's like they just showed me like Neo and Trinity from the Matrix, right? They're just kind of like, okay, like moving their energy. And like in any moment, they're in choice. What am I allowing to kind of come hit me and receive? And what am I saying no to? What am I not giving permission to when I'm moving through the energy? Okay, making sense. If anybody has any questions at any given time, chitty chat um, in the little chat box. But typically, we are being given, that is always my intention whenever I have these group classes, these group transmissions. What do we all most need? Sometimes it's just a reminder. Oh, are you connected? Oh, let me just recalibrate a little bit, right? And sometimes it's deeper than that. Sometimes it's a deeper remembrance, but it's always a remembrance, right? Our consciousness of self has been through many things, many, many things. Some of us, many, 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 many things, right? Different planetary lifetimes, incarnations, like so many different types of experience, right? But within us, higher consciousness, there's a remembrance. This is what resonance is. We feel something, yeah, that feels like truth, that feels like it's right. Resonance, remembrance. Okay. Internet is telling me that I'm unstable. So you guys tell me if it does feel a little bit frozen. Okay, let me just see here. Uh, kind of. Am I back? Okay, there's movement now. Sorry about that. Um, those are the things we deal with. We deal with in when we get disruptions in Mercury retrograde. We just be with the energy. We don't, we don't, another reminder, we're talking about resonance, we're talking about remembrance. When there's a disruption, when there's an interference, do we drop our energy? Do we get mad? Do we get angry? Do we get like frustrated? Or do we just allow flow? Do we just move with the energy? Do we just accept and allow what is? So much of what's coming through today, so much of what is coming through today, and for those that also are unaware, most of, if not all of these kinds of group sessions, group transmissions I don't do pre-work. I trust that what is coming through is what is coming through, what we need, because the energy is different. Who is here, what is here, who is watching at any time. It could be weeks later, months later. That's the energy that I'm tuning into. That's how I'm serving the energy, right? And so if I do any pre-work, that moment is no longer the present moment of what's here. So I speak to what's here. Again, if we're talking about resonance, this is the resonance in the field right now for this particular unique, special, beautiful group. And that's what I'm speaking to. Okay. And so they're saying if things come up, especially now, the intensity of the world is just, it feels like things are on fire and every new day it's another thing, right? But are you allowing that to bring down your energy? Are you allowing yourself to rise above and you catalyzing and utilizing your power to affect it in a way that you desire, right? Because we've talked about control, and when I say we, like spirit in so many different ways, in different types of sessions or whatever, but humans, right? We're very nuanced, we're very complicated. We like to make things very difficult. We like to carry things, burdens, shoulder pain, trauma, all this stuff, right? We like to make things heavy. Um, but it's really important that we begin to shift that that we allow ourselves to feel what it feels like. Yeah, I can. I'm sorry. Um, I just moved into a new place, so that's why the internet's a little bit spotty and wonky. So sorry about that, everybody. Um, but if we, okay, so not allowing the energy to, because that's part of these interferences, these forces, these attachments, these lower frequencies that are trying to get into our field. They're looking for any opening. Okay. If we say, yes, I'm going to be frustrated because this one thing, I always use traffic because I still struggle with traffic. That's my human, right? My human says, I'm so angry at traffic. I'm so angry at people that don't know how to drive well, right? But if I continue to let that happen, then I'm just contributing to the energy of traffic and like the frustration in the field. But it's important to again catalyze, utilize our power and um and kind of shift it. Like manipulation is always been kind of this stigmatic bad term, this negative term. But I've said this before and I'll continue to say it. Manipulation is just an alchemical term. It means we're shifting and moving the energy chemically. So you can manipulate your experience by how you choose, consciously choose to utilize your power and your light. Okay. And so as humans, we all have these control issues. We want to control everything. Our our little places of being. What does that mean? Like the spaces that we occupy, the situations that we're in, we like to control because we want to feel safe. Well, shifting how you perceive control now into this beautiful way of like alchemical manipulation, where you can then change your energy to impact your spaces differently. Okay. Because we don't want to make anything wrong, even the use of control, the term control, anything, because we've done that now. How much have we done that, right? That's part of the patriarchy. That's part of the systemic bullshit, right? That's all of those things. We don't want to make anything wrong. We don't want to make even our egoic mind wrong. What we want to do is expand our perception, right? Our beliefs into feeling more resonance in the light. Okay. So we're not making anything wrong. We're not like contracting. We're not making it small. We're expanding. We're shifting with conscious choice, our resonance, our truth, our light, to be more favorable, to be in more service. Okay. Making sense. And okay, is there anything else that you want to say about that spirit? Yeah, it really is about choice. How do you choose to be in any given moment? How do you choose to be? Do you choose to be? And sometimes people just want to be angry. Sometimes people just want to be frustrated because it feels like an immediacy. It feels like energy is being exerted and expressed in a way so it feels like an immediate satisfaction, when really we're suppressing the actual emotion and compounding that within us. So we're actually not expressing anything helpful. If we shift the energy, right, manipulate the energy, express ourselves differently, then we can actually feel a different way. But oftentimes we're scared of what we don't know, that we what we felt, right? We're scared. A lot of people are scared of success because what does it mean? What does success mean? What does it mean the other side of that, right? Scared of change because most often a lot of our wounds have told us that change is bad. Change elicits more trauma, more wounding, more sadness, more grief. Okay. But what then? How do we shift the story in our egoic mind to say, actually, change has shown me that there's blessings abound? And you could just even like, okay, what are the times that I've been through changes, that I've seen the blessings, that I felt the blessings, that I've allowed for more beautiful things to transpire, right? It really is about expansion of the egoic mind now, and not because we're going to be in our ego all the time. We're human. That's part of what we sign up for. Okay, we sign up for this heavy density. Um, we sign up. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. I love that. We sign up for this heavy density. We sign up for the nuance. We sign up for the complexity, right? But I mean, we wouldn't sign up, we wouldn't keep coming back here if we didn't like the experience, right? So some may feel that's a bit sadistic, right? Like, okay, with the experience of trying to challenge and move ourselves to this heaviness. No, it's just, it's like we're ticking ourselves. Every shift, every resonance, tick, tick, back in the presence of grace, back in the presence of the divine, back in the presence of all that is available for us. That's the experience that we're supposed to have, is the magic. We're not supposed to stay in this low, heavy frequency of shit, right? That's why utilize your power, catalyze it, and feel that you are shifting. Like you can be your own magician, right? You have your own little wand and you could just poof, make things happen, make magic happen in the spaces that you occupy and the people that you're with. Okay. I will get to this in a little bit because we are going to start clearing. Again, for those that are new here, new to my world, typically Spirit likes to give us some truth. They like to bring us into more of the resonance of wisdom while they kind of soften and open our receptive flows because they're already healing us and moving through the energy. And then we go in a deeper clearing when we're ready. Okay. And then, so we'll go there in a little bit, but there is something that they're asking of us now is, what have we been denying ourselves? What have we been denying ourselves? What truth or what feeling, what essence? Is it love? Is it flow? Is it grace? What have you been denying yourself? And what is the story mirrored in that? Like, what is your ego mind created a story around, like that denial? Maybe it's like, oh, I'm such a victim. It's everybody else that does all these things to me, right? Maybe it's, I need to earn love by doing X, Y, Z. Maybe it's, I have to market myself because all the business people say that I have to do this, and this like structural format to receive abundance. What are you denying yourself? Just bringing that into your consciousness now. Bringing that, like rising that up, even if it doesn't make sense, but there's a resonance, right? There's something that's like, oh yeah, there is something that I've been denying myself. And we're going to go deeper into it. Um, are we ready? Okay, we're ready. If you guys want to just, ladies, and gentlemen, if you're watching later, if you want to get a little cozy, you can lay down, you can just kind of sit back, whatever feels good and resonant for you, full permission. So you can go ahead and just kind of relax, settle your energy, lay down or lay back, close your eyes, and just take a soft, easy breath in through the nose and a slow, easy exhale through the mouth. Another soft, easy breath in and a slow, easy exhale out. One more conscious letting go breath in. And a deep, audible sigh of release. Just going deeper into your being, deep into that still quiet within you. It's like you're dropping down this elevator, another level, down deep within to a place quiet and still, dark yet safe. This place that only you can access. This place that only you are permitted. Being conscious of your breath and the rhythm of it. Breathing nice and easy in this place. Feeling the safety here. The stillness here. Breathing in air and light with each inhale. Allowing yourself to continue to release anything that doesn't serve you with each exhale. Rising your breath, this life force energy from that deep, still, quiet place within into your heart now. Feel the breath, feel the energy rising. Allow it to arrive within your heart space, opening your heart with this air and light. Allowing this breath to weave in and through and over and around your heart. As it does so, it's giving your heart permission to release any and all that is ready to be released now. Breathing it into your chest, feeling any burdens, any heaviness, any density beginning to dissolve ever so subtly, but feeling the truth in that dissolving. Maybe they are burdens placed upon you by others, or maybe they are unconscious or conscious burdens that you have placed upon yourself. Choose to allow your breath to move through the energy of this density and begin to dissipate. Breathing into your lungs, filling up your lungs with this air and light, opening up your lungs, allowing the pathway into your throat to open up and feel the breath moving in and through, back and forth through your throat space now. Releasing any lingering debris, any old stuff that doesn't serve. If it no longer holds resonance, just trust that through your breath, your own life force energy, you can dissipate, dissolve, and transmute it now. Drawing that breath, that air and light even further up into your mind. Allowing the mind to receive this breath. Allowing the mind full permission to begin to let go or to even put down any density, any tension, any pressure that no longer serves the mind. Any untruth, any stories derived from untruth, from false senses of safety, from other people's perceptions or their wounding. Drawing that breath upward to your third eye, breathing it into your third eye, allowing the breath to encircle your third eye, to weave in and through and over and around. Good, and feel the breath wanting to expand to your other eyes, clearing the way you see things, clearing the vision that you've held, clearing anything that's blocked, true vision, anything that may have blocked how you see other people's light. Allow this breath to clear your eyes now. For some of you, we're going to move that energy through the tongue, under the tongue, on the tongue. We're just clearing out any energies in the tongue that don't serve your higher self, your inner cheeks, continuing to move under the tongue, the roof of the mouth, your gums. Good. We're just breathing through, allowing that energy to move through our mouth, clearing, releasing, and transmuting any energies that the mouth is holding across all time, dimension, space, reality, and levels of consciousness. Clearing it all. We don't need to understand it. We don't even need to name it to know that if it doesn't serve, we choose to release it. Feeling that air and light now beginning to move through your jaw. Just softening the jaw, relaxing the jaw, clearing it now. Any density around hardship, pressure, tension, difficulty, blah, 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 all that stuff in the jaw. Let's clear that out with conscious intention. Release any of that density in the jaw. Good. Moving to the ears. Let's clear up our ears, the way we hear things, how we perceive what we hear. Sometimes we hear our own projections. That doesn't serve us. Let's clear that now. Sometimes we hear things not knowing that they are other people's projections and they are not our truth. Let's clear that as well. Kolohasanatakara'i shwasanatara fatarai Allah hatanaki so suatai. Kani sutro sai kasha. Atanakaloa saralai kutroa. Anito tokarai fofosuasai. Koshosonoturuai. Alahi suata. Katanali kutua satatarai. Kani soto fusuatai. Katanali kushwasanatai. Feel the air. Feel the light moving through every part of your ear. Kasana alakatarai. Tara katsanatua. Shwasana Allah sanatai. Klikitru fusunotu. Good, just breathing in nice and easy throughout your whole head. Nice and easy, allowing the breath just to kind of travel wherever it wants to travel within the mind, within parts of your head. Nice and easy, clearing, cleansing, releasing, transmuting with grace and ease. Good. And bringing up now what Spirit had asked you earlier. What have you been denying yourself? Bringing that into consciousness, allowing that to rise within your being. Maybe it's seeing a specific relationship for what it is and how it no longer serves you. And maybe it no longer provided you what you had needed. Again, maybe it's continuing to do things in work, in business, just because other people tell you it's what should be done, or that you have done those things always historically in the past. And maybe it no longer resonates. Maybe it's refusing to allow certain people to see all your divine perfection and grace, allowing others, but not allowing others. Continuing to bring forth what you have been denying yourself. For some of you, you might feel it in your feet. For others, in your sacral, your female organs, the womb, maybe in your lower back, the spine, or your shoulders. Just trusting wherever it is in your being, wherever it is in your physical body, we trust and consciously choose to allow that to be shifted, healed, and released now. Inokoloa tararai ta sanatarakarai turo sha. Ikononoa sana tarakaranai nanarai sutuat karai. Atanakri sutroloa shasanatarai tu. Kananatai tarali sutradotoa. Tarana katarari sutrakarfaita tarana shasanati. Tanakarari sutronoaita. Katana tarararai. Tanana katari sutroa tarana na 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 nai tarawa. Tanani katuro nai turo. No 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 tata fotokolo ai na nai swa. Kanani shwa. Everybody breathing in into your tailbone, into your lumbar area, the bottom of your spine, your root, creating space in that area for you now. We're releasing some old density around old past life stuff, clearing, cleansing, releasing, and transmuting all of that now. Any of that denying self of what you desire, what you feel like you may not deserve, any and all of those things connect to your past life, in that in your body, nice and easy, just breathing through, allowing the flow of your breath. Kulokotoroai, nakataranai, nananahi turua. katanani tu fusaratua. Ikulua shasanatarani kati tarari kusaradoa. Breathing through your shoulders, allowing the breath to move through your shoulders, and allow it to enter in between your shoulder blades, the back of your neck, in between your shoulder blades before your back begins. We'll let the light enter that way. From the ethers, from the cosmos above, as it moves down your spine. We're just clearing out any residual stuff around your back, around your spine, connected to these past lives, to these stories of untruth, to the denial program. Clearing, cleansing, releasing. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, anything that you have been feeling consciously or unconsciously in your field, any sadness, any grief, rising that within your being, not needing to change it, not needing to attach or linger, but just allowing it to rise. Okay, allowing, just bringing it forth into consciousness without any story. Choose to release that sadness now and anything that it is threaded through. Any other programs, this profound sadness, this deep grief is threaded through. Let's clear that now. Let's cleanse it now. Let's release it now across all time, space, dimension, reality, and levels of consciousness. Good. If you feel that you need to hold on to your sadness because you are denying yourself love or joy or peace, rising that in your being. Okay, sometimes we just need to name that as well so it can begin to dissolve. Releasing any of the programming around needing to keep the sadness and grief. Maybe it's due to self-punishment. If there are any other ways in which you punish yourself, rise that into your being, into your consciousness. And let's begin to clear that program of self-punishment. The ways in which you've punished yourself consciously or unconsciously. Maybe it's not allowing yourself to receive love or abundance or joy in some form or fashion. Maybe it's perpetuating story and untruth because it feels safe. And maybe at one point somebody had told you you were bad and you believed them. Let's clear that as well. Kinidili shwasara karai atirikua alakasana tarai shwasa. Ishosunokuluai tunofosolua ashosunokulua thararini katrafaita. Iko shuasana lagatana katiri. Tunokuruai. Just breathing nice and easy in your frontal lobe, in the mind. Nice and easy. We're just unknotting, unraveling some of these programs tied to self-punishment, these patterns, these untruths, these stories that they hold. We're just clearing, cleansing, releasing, and transmuting all of that now. So we're just going to breathe nice and easy in the mind to keep the mind grounded, open, and feeling safe. And releasing all of this density, this confusion, this self-punishment, this denial, any of the restriction, any of the self-rejection. Okay, clearing, cleansing, releasing. Also any fear of transition, fear of change, fear of new energy, fear of new people, fear of new things. What if these new people, new things, will they hurt you? No, no, no. Let's clear all that now. Nice and easy. Just moving the energy of your breath, your own life force energy. It's moving with the energy of divine grace, clearing all these lower frequency programs that do not serve your higher self or the version that you deem yourself to be today. You are the best version of you today. Breathe that in and allow all that doesn't serve this version to be released. It is time to say goodbye to old ways, to all the systemic conditioning that may not be fully conscious in our beings, all of the patterns, all of the suppression, even from our ancestors, the suppression that our ancestors have felt. Let's clear that in our being for ourselves and for them now. Let's clear the group think. We no longer have to be a part of this herd. What we can do is contribute light to it, but we don't need to feel what they feel. We don't need to think how they think. Let's release and clear this group think, this tribal consciousness now. It no longer serves us. Moving beyond the barriers of these old habits, these old patterns, these ways of thinking, these seemingly safe perceptions, the familiarity of what is and what has been. If it no longer serves, we trust and consciously choose to let it go now. You have already changed. You are the best version of you today in this present moment. Breathe that in. Feel the relief, feel the peace, feel the liberation in knowing that that is your truth, that there is only going forward and upward from here. We can choose not to banish the dark, but instead choose to serve our light. Breathing that in and through your being, nice and easy. From the top of your crown to the tips of your toes and all places and crevices in between. Feel it moving around your auric fields, through your other bodies of being, your emotional, your mental, and your physical. Taking a deep breath in, deep audible exhale into the earth. And now let's choose to go higher. We choose to go higher. This is a light immersion. So allow yourself today to experience a full system upgrade. There is a divine plan in place. Feel the trust and the safety in that divine plan now. Feel that there is a power greater than you, but also that it is within you. And this power is aligning you to higher truths, to greater clarity, to even more profound healing. Let yourself go higher and go higher even still. And as you go high in the cosmos, in the galaxies, in the divine realms, feel your heartbeat. Feel the pulse and the rhythm of your human life. Feel that within your heart and your chest space, this is where your soul resides. This is where you are able to connect to all things in oneness. You are high and you are within. And amplify that light now. This is a time of expansion, of excitement, of enlightenment. Choose to be excited. Choose to be in higher vibrational energy. You are filled with limitless potential, your gifts that were once hidden from you, that you may have denied yourself of, are being brought into this light. The parts that you once hidden are now being seen through this co-creation. Your life as it is being recalibrated and restored in newer, higher, more loving frequencies. Choose that to be your truth. If you've been experiencing any lethargy, any sluggishness, just allow that to wash away. That doesn't hold any resonance in this light. Something deeper is awakening within you. Choose to believe in this co creation with your fellow humans, with Source, with Spirit, all in divine perfection. Taking a deep breath in now. And a deep exhale, feeling the earth below you as you exhale, feeling yourself getting magnetized to the earth as she pulls you in to anchor in your new light-filled being. Feel the support, the magnitude of the earth. Feel her wisdom, feel her truth, feel her nourishment and her love. And just breathing back into yourself, breathing back into your body, your physical body, breathing back into this present moment with each other in this sacred space. And when you feel ready, opening your eyes and just coming back to each other now. And just if you need to shift a little bit of energy, do a little wiggle, maybe a little butt wiggle, maybe a little tippy tap taps on your head or your heart. Wiggle your toes. Just being nice and easy, and also choosing ease for this integration, okay? Healing doesn't have to be so heavy, so somber, so hard. You know, these connections to ourself and to spirit, they can just be full of joy and lightness and ease and gratitude. This has been a gift of love. You are a gift of love. Okay, so just feel that. Humanity is a gift of love. We take our energy and let's manipulate our experiences in the world in such a beautiful way with deep conscious intention. Okay, let's let this energy ripple out through our ancestors, through our friends and family, our circles, and the people around us. Okay, maybe even thinking about somebody that you want to invite into the energy of what you've experienced today and just consciously invite them into this energy. You don't have to reach out and physically, verbally tell them. Just invite their higher selves into experiencing the energy that you have experienced today. Okay, invite them into this portal, into this deeper remembrance of connection. Okay, into this being home in your light. Allow them to also feel the gift of love that this is. So, with that, you beautiful beings, I just want to thank you for sharing your time, your energy, just your hearts with each other, with me, with spirit in this way. If I could be of service in any way, please reach out. I will be sending an email with this. I will be on my YouTube, but if you feel that there is somebody that may need it that didn't sign up, you feel free to share this with them, share this gift with them. Thank you, everybody. Happy portal, happy blessings. I hope to see you all soon. Bye.